Guys, welcome here. Thank you for joining me once again. And I always start to tell you what we're going to do today, but I don't know why I do that because the thumbnail tells you that. So anyway, I have a few new products and I figured let's try them out. Well, a few of them were new, a few of them were not, so we'll see how that goes. I forgot to wet my beauty blender. Why do I do that? Be right back. Much better. I forgot to wet them. Then I forgot to bring these in with me because I've been kind of bouncing around which ones I'm liking. I have really been liking this little sucker. And I've told you before, I didn't like, excuse me, I didn't like the way that when you washed it, it cracks. As you can see, mine started to right there. I have like 8 of these that have cracked. So what I did is I sat and I figured out how to properly wash this thing. You can use a hard soap, you can use a soft, liquid soap, but the trick is don't squeeze it like that. Even when you wet it, squeeze it like that, using flat, constant force. And when you clean it, you can kind of squeeze and roll, squeeze and roll, squeeze and roll like that in your hand, and that keeps this from getting too much pressure, I guess, in one place, because when you do that, see what happens? It makes these little creases, and those creases are where the cracks begin. Anywho, excuse me. What's with me today? Let's get right to it. This box has seen better days. I got the new Colourpop stick foundation, and I got the Color Fair 30C. And this is it here. I always like to go ahead and squeeze these all the way up, especially after the, what was that? Oh my God, that True Matte or whatever the heck it was gave you like that much for 12 bucks. Anyway, these are new. It did take me a while to get this for some reason. Colourpop does take a little bit longer to get to me for some odd reason. But anyway, I have prepped my face and put primer on, and let's go ahead. Wow. Okay, it does have a little drag, but most of the time these guys do. This is it's a little on the darker side for me. It's a little on the yellow, kind of warmer side for me. I prefer more of a cool tone, which I thought the C was cool, which if they call this cool, this is not cool. This is more warm. I'm going to grab this beauty blender right here. I'm going to use this beauty blender on this side, and I'm going to use a brush on that side. I should have probably went ahead. It's not really, I guess it is. I'm being picky now. Sorry, guys. It's just not, I'm not getting it where it's blending. I'm having to really work to blend. But, well, like, you know what? I guess that's not bad. The color's okay. I'm going to go back after and I'll add some more. But since I already put this much on my face, I'm going to go ahead and grab my, I'm going to grab this brush here. This is my It Cosmetics, the Heavenly Luxe Bye Bye Foundation number 22 brush. I'm using this one because it's clean. I know, guys, I'm losing it. And I've been really liking this. It is very similar to the Sigma, that 3D, I can't even think today, the 3D brush I've been using, in the softness, and actually it gives you a lot more space, and it is a little softer because the bristles are a little longer. Now, let's just go ahead. This is just one coat. Go ahead and take a look at this. I am really liking the finish. Now, the coverage, I'm liking it more on the brush side, and that is more due to just how it's blending. I just feel like, see, you can see it's still really, it's kind of sticking in my pores on this side, and not wanting to really, it's sitting on top of the skin, and it's not wanting to really become part, blend into the skin. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put a second layer, but I'm going to go ahead and use the brush on both sides. Now that we kind of get an idea how it is, different foundations and different products work different with different brushes. Let me know if you guys would be interested in this. I've thought about doing a video showing you guys, in my opinion, what brushes work best with what types of foundations and what kind of results you get from what types of brushes, because it's really difficult if you don't own, you know, several types of brushes to really try them. In the stores, it's not like you can open the packages and, you know, really get in there, put some product on it and try it, you know. So let me know if you'd be interested in that. It would really help you, if you're not familiar with that, to really get a good idea of how, at least on my skin, keep that in mind. I'm feeling a little yellow. What do you guys think? Feeling a little yellow. I do have the Colourpop. I am loving the color coverage. I'm also feeling like this light right here is giving me a little, yeah, that's a little too blue, I think. Let me play with this light a little. I'm sorry, guys. I've been messing with my lighting. There. See, that's more of a natural light to give you guys an idea. See, and this is more studio lighting. Totally different, isn't it? And I've really been playing around with this to give you guys a good idea of how this is working. I am kind of weird. I'm kind of feeling weird how the lighting's not looking very good on this. Let me switch. Hang on one second. I'll be right back. There we go. I think what it is, it's the studio lighting, because this looks absolutely gorgeous in person and the color is not this. I'm getting a green tone. I don't know. Let me know what you guys are. If you're getting kind of a green tone off this foundation, let me know, because in person this is looking very pretty. Once I get done, I'll go outside and I'll show you this in actual natural lighting, because I have blackout curtains in the room that I'm in right now and you really can't tell. Now this is the Colourpop, the translucent, the no filter powder. I figured how best to show their product. Then go ahead and we're going to use their powder on top of this. I'm just going to lightly set this down, just really on the cheek areas, and mainly just so I can blend product on top, because it seems to be setting down pretty well on its own. So I'm going to go ahead and set the, actually, you know what, I'll just lightly set it all over. What the hey. My husband is having a procedure done, and I'm going to be sitting there waiting for him. He's being sedated for this, so I need to set real well under my eyes, because I am just a mess. I love this man to death. Don't know what I'd do without him, and it really freaks me out when he has stuff done. This is only the second time he's been sedated, and since he's been with me, and I don't like it. All right, here we go. I am really, really liking how this is looking on. It's not, if you have oily skin, this definitely is a stick for you. It's not really, it's really nice. It's very similar to their foundation, and as that it does blend down into the skin with a brush. I definitely say with a brush, because I'm just not really grooving with the I'm not liking the Beauty Blender with this. Well, I didn't use the Beauty Blender brand, but okay, let me go ahead. I don't really have any new. I've been using, actually, you know what, I do kind of have a new, I don't know if I've showed this on here yet. I think I did in the Nordstrom's Rack video. This is the Becca Be a Light set, the light to medium. I've been kind of liking this. And this is my badly in need of washing and pressing back into shape. That's what happens when you beat up a natural brush. Number 5 brush from Kylie Cosmetics. Is this Kylie? Yeah, Kylie Jenner. I always forget, is she a Jenner or is she a Kardashian, or is she kind of, I don't know. Kardashian was that lawyer, the one that passed away, unfortunately. That was so sad. He did not live a very long life. He was a very young man. It's always sad when somebody passes early in life, but I'm using the bronzer color in here I'm not doing a heavy makeup look today, so what I'm doing, and a lot of times I love to do this, is I will take my bronzer and I will use it to kind of see how I'm going a little heavier in here? I'm using it to contour and highlight. I'll pinch the brush together a little bit like that, see, and go right in there just above the hollow of the cheek. You know, I got this, I've been doing it myself for a while, but I really started doing it more because I watched Nicole Consilio do it, and that girl, she does a beautiful job on her makeup. The girl has a beautiful face, for one. I've made a couple comments. You guys have heard me before. I've made a couple comments on her channel, and I think people are very, over worried, I guess. I don't know how you would say it online about people talking about their looks, and I wasn't saying anything mean or anything. It was constructive criticism. She actually commented back, and I think I kind of made her unhappy, but I really like the girl. I love the way she does makeup. She has grown so much. I've been watching her channel for quite a while, and on and off. I'm so weird. Sometimes I'll go through and I'll stop watching somebody, and I noticed if I stop watching somebody for some reason, thank you YouTube, you take me off their list. That's ridiculous. I'm going to use the blush in here, and I'm going to grab this dual fiber brush. I haven't used this palette completely by itself on my face, but today we're going to try it. I'm gonna give it a real try. There we go. Because I'm kind of not sure if I like it as much. It's not bad. Alright, and where's my little brush? I like taking this, if I can find it. It's a tighter little brush. You guys have probably seen me using it a lot lately, which it's missing at the moment. I think that it is a, I'll be right back. I can't find it, but this is the CB3 from Furless. Like, you always see me use the big one for the powder. I'm going to go in with this. This is just a finishing powder, kind of blurring powder. I'm going to go in this one and this one, back and forth. I'm just going to kind of fix up that jawline, because I kind of came down. I don't like to, it really bothers me when I come right in here. This area kind of bothers me. I don't like getting bronzer right there and right there. So I always go after I've done my bronzer and blush, and I go back in and put a lighter color right in here, or just run translucent even. See how that just highlights that back up? There we go. And anything you want to come forward, you always want to lighten up anyway, and I like my under eyes to come forward so they don't look so kind of grungy. There we go. I'm actually really digging this. Really liking this this combination. And I'm going to go in. This is the blush again, just using what's left onto the brush. Just want to bring a little bit more color into my cheeks. And I'm going to grab this is the Bare Minerals powder or bronzer that I think this is called the Invisible Bronzer Fair to Light. And I like taking it on this NARS Ita brush. And I just feel like I could really use a little bit more shape in these cheeks right here. So I'm just going to lightly, I like to take it and just come right here and up. And that little, it's almost like a little notch I make right there. It's not a whole lot of product, but it does really, for me, it just, see, it kind of brings that, I like to bring this area in here and this area in. There we go. No. And it just really gives that a little more color. And this is great for just a light contour on the nose. This fits my cheek area perfect. Look at that. Right in there. Just to run it. This is like, if you want to do a really quick contour, this is like the perfect brush. See, it fits just everywhere you need a contour. And I bet you it fits any face perfectly. Anyway, okay, I did get the new Colourpop, sorry. I had that, you know, when you get the little dewy corners from foundation, I hate that. I got the new Colourpop, you can't really tell what it is. This is the Disney Princess palette. This is designer collection from Colourpop and Disney with the princesses. These colors are just so stinking pretty. Just going to go ahead and grab a nice fluffy brush. Don't even know what brush this is. We'll just grab one. This is the M441. I always grab this. And I'm going to grab the color, let's grab Grumpy right here. It's kind of a peachy, good transition color for me. And I'm going to go ahead and bring that just above. A lot of people will put it in their actual crease. As you know, I have very hooded eyes, and I put it just above. Wow! That looks more pink tone on the skin and more tan in here. That's crazy, but it's very pretty. There we go. Just work that in. Concentrating most of the color on this outer corner. There we go. Even working it under the eye. I try to do my under eyes and my over eye, under eye. Oh, started to grab the wrong color there. Oops. Have you ever done that? You're doing your makeup and you just aren't paying enough attention. You grab the wrong color. And my bangs are getting in my way, so it's becoming very difficult to get my eyes even. I'm looking in a mirror clear over there. I like that because I can really see what the heck I'm doing. I'm going to grab my color switch from Jen & Co., which these are like $5-6. They are great. You can, if you are good at DIY, that is strictly inside just see, it's a filter, like a air filter for a air purifier, air conditioner. It's just that kind of meshy stuff. Anything you can really like kind of clean your brush on works as it. So, all right, I need a flat. I've been liking this brush. I've never really used this brush a lot. Let me grab my brushes over here. It is more of a flat brush. Where is it? Here it is. I grabbed the wrong one. This one's very similar, but it's bigger. This is more of a flat, kind of fluffy brush. This is the 511 from Morphe. And I like this because I can really get right in here with it because it's more, see, it's more flat. It's still fluffy and I can get really right in that area right there. And I'm going to go ahead and pick up, what color do we want to pick up? I'm going to pick up Triton right here. It's more of a tan kind of color, just to deepen this up a little bit. I don't know how that's going to work, but let's try it. I just want to go in right here and just create more of a deeper shadow right there. There we go. It is working. See how I'm separating this part of the lid right here, that part of the lid from the back by doing that? When you have a hooded eye, that is the hardest little area right there to be able to notice your eyelid. Same thing on this side. See how it's just starting to really show? Right in there. And it really just frames the eye when you get in there. There we go. I'm not doing a super crazy look today, but I did want to show you this palette since I did get this today. And I noticed everybody has been talking about it, so I'm going to try it myself. I'm going to take that color underneath the corner of my eye as well and just bring that into the other one. I like to do that at the same time I'm laying this corner out, because it gets it all lined up at the same time, and if you're mixing colors, it gets it the same color. Clean that brush. Now I'm going to use my finger for this one. I'm going to take this color Poison Apple right here. I just love that. I'm going to pop this on the outer part of my lid, just right on the outer part, and I like to lay my finger down and pull it inward so I don't get it out too much. I like to use the finger, the corn sides with that side of the eye, because it fits so much better. There we go. I did kind of miss a little bit, but we will clean that up. There we go. Let me get it over here. Perfect. Grab my little makeup wipe and wipe that off. And if you see, I did kind of mess up in that corner. I have such trouble with this eye. This eye drives me up a wall. I'm going to grab a clean pencil brush right here. This is just a pro makeup brush. I don't even know what brand. I'm going to kind of wipe that out. Clean that up. I want to clean that purple, the Poison Apple color out of there, and I'm going to grab this color over here and start working that back in there. And now I want to pull that color on this side out and right in there. I'm going to go ahead and grab that Poison Apple color on the same brush that we did these outer corner right here with, and I'm going to pull it out right there. And the reason why I'm doing that is because it's already out over here, and I kind of am liking how that corner filled in like that with the purple. It's looking so, instead of redoing my makeup right there, I'm going to go ahead and just clean that up and lay it in there. Now, I'm going to take my foundation brush that we were using and just go ahead and lightly take the edge of it and clean up that edge on both sides. There we go. I don't want to use a makeup wipe because I didn't want to wipe all my foundation off. There we go. But I did want to straighten that corner. This is just a damp, barely damp beauty blender, but this is great because of the shape. It has a little, can you see that? It has a little flat part right on that end. So you can clean that up. There we go. I do want to keep those eyes out pretty far, but I want to clean under. There we go. Now on the inner part of my lid, I think I'm going to, I love this Prince Charming color. That is just so pretty. It's a real shimmery white. Let's grab that and pop that right there. That is very pretty. It's just a white kind of shimmer. That is pretty. Anytime you have hooded eyes, whites are your best friend for your lids, because what do we always say? White brings things out. Now when you can barely see your lid, what do you want to do? You want to make sure to see it. So I'm going to grab that Prince Charming color on this little, this is just a little M13 brush, 213, I'm sorry, M213. And I'm going to get right in that corner just so I can bring that all the way down into that corner. And I'm going to go ahead and bring that across the bottom. We're going to have to clean up. I got a lot of fallout right there. That's alright though. But I'm using that to really, I don't want to super highlight the inner corner, but I do. Oh, I got that right in my eye. That's not good. But I want to really just emphasize that under that lid. I love to kind of emphasize that under the lower lid right there and the inner tear duct right there. Just kind of highlight. There we go. Kind of highlight those. Now I'm going to grab this on my finger once again. This is really shimmery. It's so freaking pretty. I hope you guys are having a wonderful couple of weeks, because it seems everybody everywhere has gotten their weather cooling off. I'm in Florida and it's been running in the high 70s, low 80s most of the day, which is really nice. It doesn't happen much here. I'm going to grab this brush. This is just, it's just a big fluffy kind of Morphe brush. I'm just going to, it's clean, and I'm going to use that just to get in here and really just clean that up under there. See where I had that fall out? Any kind of brush, I don't have any product on this, but one thing you can do, if you can't get it off like this, you can grab a little bit of, I'm going to grab this is the Colourpop translucent powder that we use to set the face. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this brush. I'm just going to grab a little bit of it on the lid, on the brush, and I'm going to tap it off into the lid. And I'm just going to pick that up and kind of dust that in and under the eye. See how that brightened that right back up? There we go. I was just looking a little dingy for my taste. I like the under eye right here to be nice and bright. Now when you're doing your makeup, you always want a mirror close enough that you can see, but one thing that's going to really help you, if you place a mirror about arm lengths away like that, and you're using this mirror, and every once in a while you look over into this mirror, you can kind of see things that you don't really notice over here. Just something you're not blending as well, that may look good from close up, but doesn't look good from out here. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and crisp up my line right here too. Right in there. There we go. Oh, I came up a little high. That's all right. There we go. Like I said, I'm not going super crazy with my makeup today. I'm just kind of, I want to just really give this palette a good try and get all this makeup on. There we go. I'm just going to swish off that extra powder. There we go. Now I'm going to just take, this doesn't have any product on it, but I did crisp that line up. But you don't want it to the point where it looks like, you know, you've drawn a line. I always take it and kind of soften up the line right there. See where you still have that line, but it softens it. You don't want a real harsh, manly looking jawline. All right, one last thing I'm going to take, and I've been loving this little brush. This is, I can't even read it. This is, it says it's an eyeliner brush, and I can't read that. It's either an F or an L, E-T-A-L, liner brush. Maybe you can read it, because I cannot. I don't think you can read it. I'm not sure, but this is what it is right here. Just a nice, tight little brush. You can use it as a liner, but when you use it like this, it's really nice to pick up product. I'm going to pick up that poison apple, that purple color, and I'm going to come out here on this outside and just kind of zhuzh that corner up. Right there. There we go. I just want to make sure that's nice and tight right there. I was never one to really smoke out my lower lash line until recently. I'm going to go into this color right next to it. This is Magic Carpet. I'm just going to pick that up, and I just want to come right on the outer part of it, right up against, tight up against that lash line. Right up against the lash line. I'm just going to kind of darken that corner just a little bit, because I feel like that purple is just kind of washing it out right there. There we go. There. I like that. I'm loving this color. I just noticed this. Is that not gorgeous? That's the color right there. Look at that. That is so pretty. These are, it's a very nice palette. They are very dusty, but I mean, that's kind of going, Colourpop's is very, they have a lot of fallout on most of their palettes. Is that a bad thing? No. Is it a good thing? Not always. It just depends. It depends on what you like. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me at all. I am going to put a little more color to my cheeks. I just feel like I want a little more pop on my cheeks. So I am going to grab this palette, or well, it's kind of a palette. Let me grab a brush. That's one thing about this one I'm fixing to use. You have to really take here. I'm gonna grab this brush right here. This is just it's an M350 Morphe brush, and this is the natural cherry palette, naked cherry palette, and it's very pretty. I love this color right here. This is so pretty and has kind of a pink shift to it. Let me see if I can get it to really show. There we go. See, it has like, there you go. You can see it has a little bit of pink. I like to take this blush right here and right into the cherry, into the white color next to it, and really just kind of, there we go. See, that just brightened that cheek up a little for me. See how it picks up that little bit of highlight? There we go. I like to put the two of them together. I just think they look so pretty together. And then I'm going to dust that brush off, and I'm going to go straight into that highlight color. And I'm going to use that as my highlight. Is that not? Whoa, focus, baby. Come on. Hi. There we go. It's not showing up on camera. But trust me, it's very pretty. There, can you see that now? It's so hard. You know, somebody actually, we're not going to mention names because I'm not like that. Somebody told me I look like a clown on my thumbnail for the Jeffree Star highlighter. Because they said you could see the highlighter from this area. When you see somebody with a highlighter that's like cake to the gods, you know, a lot of times they're doing it just for basically the theatrics of it all. That's exactly what it is. And if you guys know me, I don't wear a lot of highlighter to begin with, but let me grab this out because you can't really see this highlighter, and I figured let's do it. This is Hypothermia, which I'm told that this is too dark for me by certain people. And let's go ahead and put that on, and I will show you how I normally use this color. There we go. Now see, it's not too dark for me. Now if I layer this on like really heavy, you're gonna see it. See? Now when I'm doing it for a thumbnail, of course you're gonna see it like crazy. If I'm putting this on for a thumbnail, you're gonna see it from clear across space. But, and also if I'm putting it on with my finger, it's gonna come on a lot more. See? There you go. See, I'm putting it on with my finger. It really brings it out. But see, you don't see it from the front. They're like, oh, it looks like, it makes you look like a clown. If that makes me look like a clown, baby, hey, I'm a clown. Because I love this highlighter, which I have way too much on to be going to the hospital, but it's alright. But what do you guys think? Do I look like a clown? Does that make me look like a clown? It took me so long to get the right angle. There we go. The right angle for the camera to get that thumbnail. Because you have to hold your head a certain way. Plus, as you know, I have like 5 mirrors around me that I'm looking at. So, there we go. That should be like the best view right there. Right there. See, it's hard to tell because I'm looking in this one. Anyway, okay, enough of that. I'm going to shut up and I'm getting out of here. The other thing I always do, I always go around the edge if I do a highlighter just to make sure it's blended off. See, it's still there, but I don't know. Anyway, my rule with makeup is it doesn't matter, light or dark. Who cares? It's your face. If you are happy with it, for God's sake, wear it. You are beautiful in your own way. Wear what you want. Screw what people think. Have a great day, guys. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you next time. Bye. Hey, guys. I didn't forget I was going to go out in the sun and show you guys this. It's actually a couple hours later. This always happens with my foundations. I get this like right here. It's just, I'm old. You can really see my age. I'm out in the natural sunlight, and this is how it looks. So, and also it's, I mean, after a couple hours with a stick foundation, that is actually really good. You can see it just doesn't accentuate my texture. For all you guys that thought I had perfect skin, no, look, I do not. Tons of texture. Anyway, guys, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you later. Make sure you have got into both of our giveaways. We didn't want you not to win. Bye.